Good morning. Today is August 25th, year 2020. This is the first lecture I'm going to give for Physics 123 Lab, Sections 1 and 2. Um, there may be more than one of these lectures that I give. These lectures, typically, when I post them on YouTube, I keep them between 10 and 15 minutes, very short. YouTube doesn't like when you go beyond that. So I'm going to post this one. It might be 10-minute long. There may be one that'll follow it. So this first one is just going to give you probably the most important information. If I don't squeeze it into 10 minutes, I might have to give you a second one with information if I leave something out. And then either the second or third one will be something philosophical to make the class interesting that you won't be held accountable to. It's just me explaining my perspective of physics and science from an engineering point of view. So where are you right now? Where are we right now? We're right now in my little, you're in my office for my business. So I'll show you me. That's me. I have no idea what I look like. So you're looking around. This is the back office of my business. That's my business over there. You can see that's a showroom, if you will. So I got you looking at my computer screen. I got my cell phone on a tripod. So this is what we're going to do. In times past, this, by the way, this is the first time I'm teaching this class. Last semester was the first time I taught physics lab number 2. This is the first time I'm teaching physics lab number 1. What we would have normally have done is you would have bought this laboratory manual. I don't know what it cost you, but you would have bought that. And what we would do is you show up to lab and you would do the labs, and I would grade your lab report. You just every week you submit a lab report. Maybe you do a group lab report or an individual. Well, that whole thing has collapsed. So mid semester, last semester, it all collapsed. So what happened? Everyone was shocked. So every teacher went and created their own class content, how they were going to do everything. I did that. Department heads couldn't give you advice because they were in the same pickle. Everybody was trying to figure out how to even continue to teach. So I built a website and I put labs on there. I had people do labs at home. So I completely deviated from the book, from the lab book eventually. Not completely, but it was still in accordance with their lectures. The topics were the same, but you can't do that at home. You're not in a lab anymore. Well, maybe somebody complained about the fact, maybe, I don't know. Maybe somebody complained about the fact that each lab instructor did something different. Whether they did or not, I don't know. But so what they're trying to push right now is we're all the same. So how did they decide to make us all the same? They decided that what we're going to do, and I might jazz this up as we go, this is a work in progress. So you're looking at on course right now. I have it set up so that it looks like what a student would see, I assume. So if you were to click on this, it would take you to the Zoom meeting. I'm going to have that opened up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 to 5 o'clock. This is other information that you might need to get in. You can call me anytime, and I really honestly mean that. Call me anytime. If you were to click on this, I also built another website, and right now I'm just populating it with things. So if I were to click on this, I'll show you what it looks like. Why did I do this? Well, sometimes on-course doesn't work. So this is my business website. You probably don't care about my business, okay? But that's my business. But what I did is I just put together a page. And I'm going to drop on this page all of the links and all that other stuff. So you see, so right now, there's a link that'll take you to the Zoom meeting. And then it looks pretty much like on course. This would be the first lecture. This link. There's no link here yet, but there will be because right now I'm recording this lecture. So there's no link there yet, but there will be by the end of today. So you can go to this website right there, right? And I would save that link. That's just another way of getting to everything. The other way of getting to everything would be simply, do I go back? This way. Okay, like this. Okay. The other way to get to everything is the syllabus. So I did put a syllabus. It's going to have links on it. Okay, so if you click on the syllabus, all the same information. Every time I update that syllabus, every time I develop a video, right now everything on that syllabus is mostly dead. You were to click on stuff, it won't take you anywhere. But by the end of today, you'll start to see things will be populated. If you go down and on course, so today what I want you to do is I'm going to populate this with some lectures, the one I'm doing now, maybe another, maybe a third. I want you to log into Pivot Interactives. That's where you're going to be doing lab simulations. It's going to cost you $10. You would have had to buy a lab book anyway. This is how we're all becoming the same. They have us all doing this. If you do this lab, now I would have you do this. I would have you do that activity, this activity right here. I'd have you do that next week. So I'm going to have homework due a week after it's assigned. So let's say I'm assigning this one for September 1st. You got a week, to hand it in. If you do this week, I'll just give you 100%. Even if it's 100% wrong. We never did this before. We don't know how this works. Essentially, this will knock all the cobwebs off. So I would encourage you to do that. It may require 10 people to actually be registered before you can take the tests in there. I know that you didn't have the theory, but if you do that, that'll be a freebie 100 for you. So here's how it would normally work. You would listen to my lecture. You listen to a lecture, maybe one or two short lectures. That'd give you the theory. Then you go into the homework. You do that. You take the little test after it, and then I grade it. So I'll just grade every homework on an equal basis, and then you get an average at the end of the year. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to get ahead of the game and do these lectures ahead of time, week 3, week 4. I'm going to try to do them ahead of time so that if you want to go ahead and get ahead of the game, I would suggest you do that. If you look at week 16, that's actually during the final exam week. I would suggest if you get everything done, so if you got a week that says it's Thanksgiving break, no lab, I'd just continue to just do stuff. Listen to my lecture and do the homework and get ahead of it. You can always call me if you got problems. I would highly say if you're doing the homework and you're in the middle of a problem, you've got a problem, just give me a call. Okay, we'll work through it. Okay. So what more do I need to tell you? So the syllabus will have links on it. OnCourse has links on it. Right now the links don't work because I'm still videoing just as we talk. So this will become active today right there. That link will be active today. And this one is ready to go. So I would suggest you do that. Pay your $10, put in the class key. If it doesn't allow you to do the homework right away, maybe in a day or so, more people will register and it'll work. That's what I was told by one of the instructors. That's how this works. We're still trying to figure out how this works. If I get creative, I might give you alternative work. So say if you don't like doing this lab simulation stuff, you want to actually hand in a lab report and do a lab, maybe I'll figure out something you can do at home. So you have to understand that we didn't know what the governor was going to decide. We didn't know if he was going to tell us to go into classrooms or not. Everything was up in the air. So the whole department is ill prepared for the uncertainty of what we were supposed to do. So we've never done it this way before. So I hope you bear with us. All the professors are pulling their hair out of their head. Some have retired. The older people sometimes retire. This was like the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back, I would say. I'm about 10 minutes into this talk. Anything else I need to say? I'll follow it with another little lecture for this week 1. It's going to be philosophical. Philosophical, you don't have to watch it. You're just going to get familiar with my way of thinking about physics and science. And you may find that interesting and intriguing, or you may not. You may say, who cares what this guy's opinion is? As an engineer, I'll just tell you, in general, I don't believe, like people use the word, they believe in science. I would never say I believe in science. I think that's crazy talk. And I'll explain what I mean by that, why I don't believe in science. But as an engineer, we use physics and chemistry and all that stuff, and math. So you'd think that would be the person who believes in it the most. Well, I'll explain what I mean by I don't believe in it. And also what I think is the scientific process and that kind of thing. And by the way, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking on behalf of the department, and nor will I be speaking on behalf of all engineers. You'll just be becoming familiar with me as a person, if that interests you. So I think I covered everything in this first little lecture. Please call me if I missed something. Every time I update the syllabus, where a certain little portion has a link that works, I'll email that to everybody. So you'll have 3 ways of getting to this class. The latest syllabus will have all the links on it. OnCourse has the links, and then that website. If OnCourse goes down, you can't find that syllabus. Just go to that web page I set up. That'll have all the links on it too. I wish you luck this semester. People generally did very good last semester. We accommodated people very well. Try to get your homework done, in a week or less, and let me know if you're having problems. Please do not hesitate to call me. We can also set up an appointment if you want to do the Zoom thing. If you're not familiar with Zoom, just click on my office hour thing right here during that time, and you should probably see me on the screen. And if it works as I set it up, and it probably will work. If it don't work, I want to know immediately. If we're having problems, let me know immediately so we can fix them, okay? Everybody have a great day. Welcome back to school, and we'll get you through this semester in one piece, and hopefully you'll learn something about physics and you'll enjoy it. Everybody have a great day. I'll send out one more, at least one more, and that will be more optional. One more video, that'll be optional.